So in one of my last videos that I uploaded, actually this wasn't one of my last videos that I uploaded, this was a video that I uploaded probably a couple of years ago by this point. I had a guy tell me or comment saying turn your brights off, and probably in every single video that I've uploaded in, you know, the past couple of years, pretty much ever since I installed the LED headlights into this bike, which have been doing great, by the way. If you go back and look at my LED headlight install on this bike, they've been doing great. They still work. Everything's been great on them, and they were really cheap. So yeah, go check out that video. But the guy said, hey, turn your brights off, and I was like, no, I'm never gonna do that. And like, he seemed kind of confused about it. I can't remember the guy's name. He wasn't like trying to be a dick or anything, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And because it just struck me as kind of weird, like why someone would say something like that. I mean, sure, at night, if it's super dark and I'm driving down the highway and I come across a car, sure, I flick down to my low beams. But during the day, you know, I just want every opportunity for someone to see me, you know, and that's why I leave my brights on all the time. Anywho, hey guys, how you doing? It's great to see you. Great to, well, not really see you, but it's great that you're watching the video and I'm talking to you. It's nice. This is the first time I've actually ridden the CBR since Nick rode it in the last video where he was here, and you know, him and his family moved away and I was on the Harley. You know, he was the last person to ride this bike any kind of distance. I rode it around the block the other day when I washed it in that one of the last videos that I made, talking about how you know, we had to go to the hospital and, you know, meet our daughter, which we did, and she's been doing fantastic. Nothing to really report on that end. It's been a really good transition. I really enjoy being a dad so far. It's been pretty, I don't want to say stressful. It's been different. I don't want to say it's been stressful. I mean, there's been stressful situations that we've had to deal with. And of course the rain begins. Like I picked a time where I thought it wasn't going to rain, and here we go. So if the camera gets kind of smudgy, I apologize. But anywho, but yeah, being a dad's been a great transition in my life. Like I mean, it really hasn't been really all that bad. I'm happy. I'm super stoked that she's here. She's an awesome baby, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her at some point. But I mean, you know, it's a baby. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna say? So anyway, I wanted to, wow, that was interesting. That was very interesting. You guys saw that, right? That Range Rover do what it just did. Very interesting. So anywho, I wanted to talk to you guys about the coronavirus. I mean, I know every YouTuber out there has made a video talking about this, but I wanted to kind of throw my hat out there. And I didn't really want to talk about the issue itself, but I just wanted to talk about how it has affected me personally, and how I've adapted as a, you know, non-professional YouTuber or whatever. So I mean, you guys know that I upload videos as often as I can. You know, I don't really have a set schedule or anything. But as far as my work life goes, I had to transition from driving to work, you know, Monday through Friday, to working from home. So that transition honestly was not as difficult as I imagined it would be. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and I really am blessed. What it boils down to is, like, I'm super blessed. Like, I don't know why God looks at me and thinks that I deserve any kind of, you know, help. I mean, I don't know what I've done in my life so good to be so unbelievably, overwhelmingly blessed. Like, I don't even know another word to say. It's just been great. And I know not everyone out there in the world has been so lucky, and you know, I feel for them. My heart goes out to you, and if you somehow come across this video, you know, just know that everything happens for a reason, and everything's going to be okay eventually. And I really think that the world is going to come out on top after all this is all said and done. I mean, don't ask me how or why I feel that way. I just feel like a lot of things have changed for the better, and probably will stay changed. At least I hope You know, places like Publix and Kroger, they've been wiping down and disinfecting buggies before they hand them to customers, and Walmart has kind of taken up that, you know, same practice, and I think that's really good. I think we should have been doing that a long time ago, not just because of this pandemic. But like I said, if this virus has affected you in a negative way, and some people, like, this is serious. Like, some people have lost their businesses. Some people will lose their businesses. Some people will lose their jobs, or they've been laid off. And I mean, you know, stimulus checks aside, I mean, that's great and all, but I mean, you know, I just, there's so many variables to this equation, you guys, and I can't even wrap my head around the whole thing. It's crazy. Like, we've never experienced anything like this, and you know, us having a baby in the midst of all this. I mean, you know, we found out we were pregnant back in like July or August, and you know, we didn't know that any of this was going to happen, you know, but like, we had to have our baby in a scenario that, you know, most people never will have to deal with again. I don't know how many babies are born throughout the U.S. per day. I think it's something like up in the 100,000s. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I know that more babies are born per day than there are deaths. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. And those numbers may fluctuate, but I mean, you can look up the math yourself. But the point is that a lot of other people had to experience the same thing that we experienced, and that is being in the hospital, giving birth to a child, and having to fight that battle all on your own with no family there. Like, you know, I've been to the hospital. I've been at the hospital when friends of mine's children have been born, and it's a wonderful process. And you know, it's exhausting, it's tiring. Sometimes you're sitting in the hospital for hours and hours and hours on end, but you're there for them, you're there for your friends, you're there for your family, and that's how it's supposed to be. Now, some people aren't that lucky. I know there's going to be a lot of people probably commenting saying that, oh, I don't have any friends, or I don't have any family. Me and my wife, we just been, you know, going at it alone. And okay, that's, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that has happened to you, but I feel like that when the birth of a child happens, that it needs to be a family affair. And our family was devastated. So, you know, to you very, you know, few people that don't have family and don't have friends that can be there for you, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, that may be the way that you like it. I mean, I don't know your situation, but for the very few of you that are in that situation, I'm sorry. But for the rest of you that are like me, and I mean, I don't know how, the word normal may be a stretch here, but have semi-normal family situations where, you know, sure, you don't get along all the time, but like at the end of the day, like when family hurts, you hurt, and when friends hurt, you hurt. And when, you know, we had to go to the hospital and, you know, give birth to our daughter, and no one could be there, that sucked. I mean, it just flat out sucked. Like, we hated that. I mean, we loved being able to meet our daughter, and we loved the process and everything like that, but like, it really hurt to not be able to have her mom there, or my dad, or my brother, or my sister, or anybody, you know, be there, my friends, whatever. It sucks. And so that's really the biggest thing that has affected me because of this coronavirus. I mean, the whole working from home thing really has not affected me as much as it would have some people, because you guys know me, like, I'm a big computer buff, and I've got a really nice, you know, rig set up in my home, and I've always kind of had an office. Like, every house that we've ever lived in together, I've always had a home office already, just for like YouTube stuff. And so the transition for me really wasn't that bad. In fact, I wish it was. I'm wishing, and I hope it becomes a permanent thing for me, because and I've heard all the stuff saying that, oh, you know, you stay away from viruses and other people too long and your immune system will degrade. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of agree with that. I'm not a medical I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a medical anything. I don't know a damn thing about anything. I mean, I'm not even CPR certified. Like, I don't know anything. Like, if something bad happens to somebody or something bad happens to me, I'm just going off of pure instinct. So with that being said, you know, I mean, being locked up inside may be bad for us. It may be good for us. It may, I mean, they may just be trying to keep the death toll down for all I know. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the world's going to be different after all this is all said and done, like I said earlier. So we'll just have to see where we are when the dust settles. But I really think that the world's going to come out on top. I mean, I really feel for the people that have lost loved ones because of this pandemic, and it's awful. Like, I hate that, but people die every day. And I've had to learn this the hard way in my life. There's no use in worrying about anything that is out of your control. I mean, I know that's really hard to grasp and wrap your head around. Like, it was hard for me to wrap my head around that. But I have become so peaceful in my own mind, knowing that, you know what, tomorrow may never come. So we need to live today the best that we can. That's why I'm out here in this weather riding my motorcycle, because that's, you know, it's what I wanted to do, and it's great. I love it. Knowing that you can't change this, only the experts out there can change this. If you can make a difference, make a difference. But if you can't, just keep your head up, keep grinding, keep working, and live. That's really all I gotta say about it. So the transition for me really hasn't been that big of a deal, and I'm so thankful for that. Like, I couldn't be more thankful. Like, if I was at a different job from a few years ago during this situation, like, I probably wouldn't even be getting paid right now. And the fact that I can do my job from home, and I worked long enough to build up some vacation time in order to take off to spend time with my wife and my new daughter, I'm just beyond blessed in every way. Like, I don't even know what other words to use. Like, it's hard to English sometimes. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are in the same situation where you're just like, man, I'm super glad that I'm able to work from home or do this or do that. And for all you essential workers out there, police officers, medical employees, like my wife, you know, she's not working right now because, you know, baby, but like, thank you, like, thank everyone that is an essential employee. I'm not making the world rotate. You know, these other guys, firefighters, police officers, medical professionals, those are the real heroes. So thank you all so very much for that. And if any of my subscribers are in any of those fields, thank you so much. Like, I super appreciate it, because, like, you know, y'all are really looking out for the little people like me. So I mean, and I really can't see this corner at all. Like, this is bad. Ugh. I'm gonna lift my visor up real quick. Oh my God, the weather is so much worse than I thought it would be. Like, this is so much worse. I really didn't think it was gonna rain like this today. Yeah, so that's how the coronavirus has affected me. The video is probably gonna continue for a little while longer. I'm still doing stuff. I'm out and about. I'm actually headed to Cabela's right now. That I'm going to pick up a couple small items since I'm out and about. Yeah, and I'm gonna run this because, yeah, I don't want to sit here and wait. But yeah, I'm headed to Cabela's right now to pick up basically one thing. I might pick up some ammo if they have any on sale or whatever. Or not really on sale, just any in stock whatsoever, because, like, you can't find it. Because I'm also doing videos for my other channel, Fralix Arms, for like guns and things like that. And what I'm going to pick up right now, it's something really basic, but if I say it on camera and any of you guys are fans of my other channel by some happenstance, then you guys will be ahead of the game. And I don't want to say what I'm picking up, even though it's something so small and minuscule. You'll be able to put two and two together and figure out what I'm doing. So I'm just going to keep it on the hush-hush, because I'm going to make a video about it, like, tonight, you know, or really, really soon. So also, something big is coming up really soon, in about a month. In a month, something big's going to be happening. I can't wait. It's going to be so much stuff. I don't want to say like it's going to be this or going to be that, but, like, it's going to be something. I feel confident in saying this. It's something I've never done before. Now, that might be a little cryptic. And maybe it's a little bit unfair, but it's bike related. So I'm just gonna let you guys ponder on that. Like, I can't see, and the video is probably not going to be very great. I mean, I'm probably not going to scrap it unless the audio is just horrible. But I mean, that's also why I'm kind of out here too, is like I'm trying to really nail down the audio of my motovlogging setup, because I have not been stoked, if I can put it simply. I have not been stoked about how the Hero 8's audio has been, and to my knowledge, I've got the correct setup. You know, I've got the Hero 8, I've got the GoPro adapter, and I've got the giant squid mic, and that's what I'm using for my motovlogging setup. And to my knowledge, that is the best setup that you can have for decent audio quality, and it's just not up to snuff. It's not even close to the Hero 4 audio quality that I had with my old motovlogging setup. So I'm just kind of like really disappointed, honestly. I love the Hero 8, love the video, and I love every other audio aspect of it when it comes to capturing my voice. But I mean, if I'm on this bike, it just does not want to have good audio quality if I'm going any type of speed. I mean, if I'm doing, you know, normal speed limit speeds, like 45 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, whatever, if I'm on the interstate, you can just forget it. Like, it just sounds awful. Now, I'm sure that this section of the video is going to sound just damn phenomenal, but this is not when I want the audio to sound great. Like, I don't really care what the audio sounds like when I'm going this slow, because if it sounds bad when I'm going this slow, then it's almost not even worth dealing with, really. I mean, it's just silly. It's just silly. So I went in there for one specific thing, really, but another thing I wanted was some ammo, and they're still out of stock of pretty much all the common ammo. They had some 9mm, no 223 or 5.56 to be seen. I know Larry's has some down here, but you know, I don't want to go all the way out there. Even though I'm honestly pretty close, it's really hard to get there from here. So I'm just gonna head on back to the house, and if anything cool happens, I'll let you guys know. I'm about to run this red light. I really am. Like, as soon as it's clear, I'm going. I waited the appropriate amount of time, I believe. But yeah, you guys, like I said earlier, comment down in the comment section below and just let me know how the coronavirus has affected you. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Just, I'm curious. I want to know. And I really am. I feel so bad for the people that it has affected in a negative way. And if there was anything I could do to help any of you, I would. I don't really know if there's much I could do though. But I care about you guys. I really do. Like, we're all in this together. You don't have to carry the weight of the world's problems on your shoulders. I mean, I'm a victim of that. I do that. I feel like, you know, everything's on me for some reason all the time, you know, but it's not. So, and anyone else in the comments, if you can help others, like, I mean, just as far as talking, you know, just talk to one another, you know, that helps more than anything. Just being able to get everything off your chest, and it really lifts a huge weight off your shoulders, being able to talk to someone who is going through the same thing or has been through the same thing and has overcome it. So with that being said, you guys, with it being raining and everything, I'm just going to end the video here. I'm going to film another video when I get home out in the garage talking about some stuff. I got some, like I said, some exciting things coming up in about a month. And I really can't wait. I'm really excited for it. Can't wait for you guys to meet my baby girl. She's amazing. And that's really it. That's it, you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to share the video with your friends, your family, and your dog. And as always, take care, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.